Today, we're going to uncover the surprisingly dramatic story behind one of the most common and revolutionary items in modern parenting.
Well, the answer is an incredible story of frustration, ingenuity, and an invention that solved a universal problem that had plagued parents for, well, centuries. So picture this. It's before the 1950s, and if you're a parent, your life includes this endless, messy, and frankly demoralizing chore. We are talking about the age of the cloth diaper. I mean, for parents back then, the daily reality was just this constant cycle of leaks and laundry. Cloth diapers were, let's be honest, pretty ineffective. You had stained clothes, wet bed sheets, and just an endless stream of cleaning. The dream of a dry baby and a clean home felt totally out of reach. But, out of this relentless cycle of mess and frustration, an unlikely inventor was about to step up. A loving but very tired mother who was just absolutely sure there had to be a better way. And here's the thing that's so cool about this story. The woman who would solve this problem wasn't some corporate scientist or trained engineer. Nope. She was a mother with a really unique background that kind of prepared her for this exact moment. So let's meet Marianne Donovan. She was born back in 1917, and get this, she spent a lot of her childhood hanging out in her family's manufacturing plant. By 1946, she was a mother of two, right there in the trenches, facing that leaky diaper problem day in and day out. And that upbringing, it was absolutely key. Growing up surrounded by inventors gave her this unique, hands-on, problem-solving mindset. She wasn't intimidated by a challenge. She was inspired by it. And she was about to face the ultimate test. All right, so this brings us to that classic aha moment, where a simple household item sparked a brilliant, world-changing invention. So one day, Marianne just decided, enough is enough. She went straight for a plastic shower curtain, sat down at her sewing machine, and after a few tries, she created a waterproof cover. But she didn't stop there. She also realized how dangerous those old safety pins were and replaced them with simple, safe snap fasteners. It was the whole package. She even gave her clever new creation a memorable name, the boater. Why? Simply because she thought it looked a bit like a boat. It's just a great little detail, right? Okay, so creating this incredible invention, well, that's only half the battle. The next, and you could argue harder, challenge was actually getting it into the hands of the millions of other parents who desperately needed it. You would think this would be an easy sell, but nope. Despite how obviously brilliant it was, the established manufacturing industry just couldn't see the potential. She was rejected by pretty much everyone she talked to. They thought it was impractical, unnecessary, a bad idea. But Marianne, she was not going to be deterred. She decided to take matters into her own hands. If the big companies wouldn't make her invention, well, she would just prove its value herself by selling it on her own. So what happened? It was an absolute runaway success. From its very first debut at Saks Fifth Avenue in 1949, the boater was an immediate, massive hit. Mothers got it instantly. And all that persistence? Oh, it paid off. Big time. Just 2 years after that debut, she sold the rights to her invention to a corporation for a staggering $1 million. And get this, she didn't even stop there. She kept innovating, developing a special absorbent paper that was actually a key step towards a fully disposable diaper. For all her groundbreaking work, she was posthumously elected to the National Inventors Hall of Fame in 2015. Her foundational idea didn't just solve a problem, it literally created an entire global industry. The scale of what grew from that one little shower curtain is almost unbelievable. The demand for disposable diapers just exploded. Think about this. A single child can use up to 9,000 diapers before they are potty trained. Can you just imagine the sheer volume of that? It's incredible. And all those individual diapers, well, they add up to a massive market. In the United States alone, people spend nearly $7 billion on disposable diapers every single year. It's just amazing. It really shows the massive worldwide impact that all started with one mother, one sewing machine, and one very clever idea. She literally saved generations of parents from a truly huge mess. It really leaves you wondering, doesn't it? What simple, brilliant solutions to our own daily frustrations are hiding in plain sight right now, just waiting for someone to see them?